welcome to the video portion of our podcast. This is something new we're trying out. We're going to post it on your YouTube page.
Yeah, am I in frame? Do you even see me on there?
Yeah. You can see your water's like at the same size as your body. But no, it's like a good angle. Yeah, so this is a portion of our podcast, audio podcast. If you want the full version of the podcast, you can come to our website, which we have just launched. You can go to Sliceof.surge.sh, or you can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Sound.
Actually,
are we moving away from SoundCloud?
At the moment, we're like under construction, and
right.
So the only place that's actually working right now is Apple Music, as of I know, and our website.
Yeah, well then,
because Spotify, I still have to work because we're doing the code on our own. So our website is like, we literally built it on our own. We like use it as open, like it's not open source. Is it open source? Would you call it open source?
I would say it's a free static web publishing.
Yeah. So like you can make your own website for free on this site.
But you got to code it.
So that's what me and Chen decided to do with the help of our friend Wesley. Shout out to Wesley. Yeah, but basically we're running out of space on SoundCloud because we're using our free account, and so because we're broke college students, and so
we're also frugal.
Yeah, and so we had to like use our money wisely, and decide that it was cheaper. It was cost efficient to use
our brains.
Yeah, so we made a website, and we're still working on all that. Trying to figure out Spotify at the moment. So like, sorry to those who are listening on Spotify. So you'll have to either listen to it on our website, or you can listen to us on Apple Music or Apple iTunes Apple podcast. Music. Yeah. The podcast for Apple. Yeah. But yeah, that website's still under construction. I mean, you can go to it, and our website, our episodes are there. Mm-hmm. There's a little photo of me and Chant on our about page.
It's not the most flattering.
Yeah, don't expect too much.
It works. You can find also our links to our social media on our website under Connect,
or in the description below.
Right, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We have a Facebook page if you still have Facebook, for all those moms out there. And you can also add us on Snapchat. We'll try like pre-snapping things before we send out stuff. Mm-hmm. What else? Are we missing something? You can find us on Google Music, Google Play.
Google Play is like still linked to SoundCloud. I forgot to change that.
Never mind.
Yeah, because we're both managing the whole thing on our own. We don't have anyone behind the scenes at the moment. So it's just me and Chen, a 2-man team.
Yeah. Or fist pumping.
But dude, remember when we were like making that website? We were like making the website.
This is like 12 in the morning.
Yeah. Like what we basically did was like Wesley showed us this website where you can download a free, like, it's like a theme. Mm-hmm. Or something. Like it already has all the code for like a certain theme, and you can edit that theme because that will save you on time making the whole code. And all you have to do is add little parts. They're like main detailed parts. Mm-hmm. And so Chente and I were like working at 12. You and I were like working at 12 a.m. and we're like,
this was last week.
Yeah, and we're just like coding it line by line, and then we'll like submit it to like Apple or like Spotify, and then they'll be like, "Oh no, you have this error," and we're like, "No!" And then we had to go back, add that thing, do a ton of Googling.
Yeah, we Googled so much.
Yeah, so if you're wanting to build a website, it's possible. Yeah, you can learn from the website. You just need some fiery dedication.
That's interesting. You go to a website to learn how to build a website.
The internet is my school.
Life is my school.
Follow me on life.
that'd be weird. No, don't follow me in life.
That's what Kyle said in his unreleased, never released episode. Let's talk about that. we have like a couple unreleased episodes that we don't know if we're ever going to show, right?
Well, yeah. Eventually we'll make podcasts discussing them, but not today. So stay tuned. We'll talk about those, whatever happened.
Yeah, I mean, we were supposed to have Benny's like last week. And so the episode last week, the story behind that is that we were in spring break and I was hanging out with another friend. And then we decided to film an episode, and sadly Shense wasn't there, so I had to kind of carry the whole thing.
You had to carry it? It was honestly, listening to it, you guys were a little awkward in the beginning. It was probably because you weren't very like comfortable yet. Yeah,
because I only like do this with you. Like I've done like we've filmed like a lot of episodes. It's just like stuff hasn't been released, and like yeah.
It was interesting. Like, this is it's kind of slow. But it got better. It got better.
It's because you weren't there.
What's wrong with me?
To like instigate all these questions.
Oh,
I feel like you're like pretty good at that.
You calling me an instigator?
No, you're just like a good person who asks good questions.
Like Kyle, okay, so we have this like engineering peer educator thing that we were doing for the class, and in class they were like talking about active listening and blah blah blah, and they're like, in your groups, discuss what's a good sign and a bad sign of active listening. And Kyle kind of calls me out because we were sitting at the same table. It's like, Vicente sometimes does this thing where he doesn't look at me or he doesn't respond when he agrees with me. So I was like, no, man, like, sometimes I don't, like, when somebody says something and I'm like, I agree with it, I just don't respond. Like, you may send me a text and you're like, okay, let's go to, because it's exactly what he was saying, because we were discussing about where we were going to go prior to the movie that we saw last night, because we saw Endgame. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
And he suggested Red Robin, and he was like, oh, I was waiting for your response. And I'm like, well, I agreed with this, so I didn't say anything. So he was like kind of calling me out as not a good listener. And I feel like I instigate conversations pretty easily, at least on a one-to-one basis. Yeah,
I agree with that.
I don't know. I feel like I'm at least somewhat good at like following up. Because is a lot, something I do a lot. I go,
or you just shake your head.
Yes,
you're just like nodding up and down.
Yeah,
it's just you're a good listener.
No, this is what I wanted. I wanted the record to show that I actively listen.
Oh, okay. Well, if you need my word, then you have it.
I already got your word.
Okay.
Because that's all. Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay. All right. That was a side tangent. Where were we? We're like talking about
the episode. I mean, the website.
Oh yes, I was talking about how you guys were like not nervous at first, but then you got comfortable with it, and then I got funny. But you know what? You guys are freaking teasers.
Why?
Because you're like, oh, this story with this, it was hilarious, but like we won't talk about it.
Which one?
Which one was it? Something about oranges?
Oranges?
No, it was something else. You guys were like, oh, this thing happened, but like we won't talk about that. You just like kind of like skipped it.
Oh, you want? I know. I know it. So I think, was it like me and him, like my friend Vivek talking about like our freshman like stuff?
Yeah, like that's exactly it. Like you guys say.
I wanted to like kind of save that for like when I bring my other friend RJ, because he was in it too, and I feel like it'd be fun if we like all came, because like it wasn't like bad stuff, but it was just funny.
I mean,
but I can share it if you want.
No, if like you had a plan with it, like then that's great.
But I know what you mean.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
For those that don't know what I mean, go listen to that episode, and then you'll know what I mean.
In the description below.
Yeah. Description below. Yeah.
But yeah, I had some fun in my dorm in freshman year.
It sounds that way. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
but, like I was like, you
Vivek, mentioned these things.
I was like, Vivek, we should save it for like with RJ, if like, because I want to bring RJ on too, because RJ was interested. He's one of the people who was like I sent the podcast to when we first started, and then he's like, "Oh, I like that you guys are like eating and so it's like a mukbang, which is like a Korean like broadcasting. Like people literally just eat and film themselves, and they get views for that."
Damn.
I know, right? So I mean, there's people who study and get views.
Wow.
Yeah, they just like have a camera on, and then they're just doing homework or studying.
Oh wait, I thought I saw about like some dude did like a bunch of studying for like hours on end, and he was just like filming it.
Yeah, and he got views, like a lot.
Because it's something extreme.
Views.
Because it's extreme.
Yeah.
So if you want to do something extreme, just like let me know, and I'll help you out.
You want to study?
I can't fucking do it. I can't do that. No,
yeah.
It's like somebody already did it. We got to do something nobody else has done.
Yeah.
Like, what if we light 1,000 matches? Like we just buy a bunch of match boxes and just like light them on camera, like light it and then throw it away, light it, throw it away, light it, throw it away.
I feel like people would watch that.
And people would watch that.
Like I've seen, there's a video where someone's like just saying something for 10 hours. Literally the video is 10 hours long. And like they're just saying the same thing over and over for 10 hours. They're like, I'm going to say this for 10 hours. And they get views.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? Like, why do you people, like, watch this stuff? Like, why would you spend, like, 10 hours doing that? And why would you spend 10 hours watching that?
I don't know.
I feel like with that time, you could, like, go make a podcast or something.
Yeah, you could create content rather than consume so much content.
You could have made, like, 10 episodes of a podcast, each an hour long.
Exactly.
Yeah, back to back.
Back to back. Or one 10-hour long podcast.
Dang.
A 24-hour long podcast. A 3-day podcast. A week-long podcast.
No, that's too much.
That's too much. What would you even talk about for a week?
I mean, I feel like you'd have to go like on a day-to-day basis. And you just, would you like put it all together or just go one go?
One go, like 7 days.
Dang. And you have food and everything too?
I mean, yeah, no, it's literally a consistent podcast. I think at some point I'd get like, I just talk about random things and it would be fine. But at the very end, I'd be like, oh, no.
No sleep?
Oh, yeah. Sleep. I think if it was us to do a week-long podcast, I think we'd do shifts. Like, okay, I'll sleep from this time to this time, and then you do the podcast during that time.
That could be like some Twitch stream then. We could go on Twitch.
Yeah, but that's video.
I know, but like that, you just leave it on, and then you can do stuff, and people will be watching you doing stuff. And then you in like one of us will be in the back just sleeping. Possible ideas. I'm just saying, like, if you want to get views for doing something extreme, we can. Yeah, we could try that. We could just do it for fun. Just one day, all of a sudden, just come up and be like, let's do this random thing.
That sounds like a summer thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah, but going all the way back to like my freshman year, I'll like ask my friend RJ to come on, and then we can schedule that because I want to share that. I feel like it'd be like some funny stories. Actually, it is funny. I feel like you like them.
See, now you're just teasing again.
Yeah. Gotta keep them on their toes.
I hate you.
Are you on your toes, Chen?
Dude, I'm on the edge of my seat, literally.
Yeah. So I'll try to do that like soon. Yeah. Stay tuned for that.
Okay. Well, I forgot to start the timer, but let's start now.
Dang.
Okay.
I don't even know. I feel like it hasn't been that long.
No, it hasn't. Well, so now we saw transition to our main topic. After some fortune cookies.
Is it fortune cookie time?
It's fortune cookie time.
Guess what time it is? It's fortune cookie time. Hey.
That was Fortune Cookie Time by Ben Beck. You can get that on his SoundCloud. It's royalty free. come.
It was literally just. I literally came
That's
up.
only a sample. Actually, guys, if you listen to the whole thing, there's a sick drop right in the middle.
It's gonna hit them billboards.
Yeah.
And just watch.
Fortune cookie time.
All right. Let me grab it.
Reach over. Oh, you can hear it. Stop. All right. Put down in the comments whether you like this or not, because Ben is really adamant about ASMR.
Currently, I am opening the bag. This is like nice red. Do we want to say the brand? Just this nice red brand from a fast food Chinese restaurant.
Yeah. It has like a little bear on it. No, I want to choose my fate. Let me put my hand in the bag.
Okay, there's like two. So you have a
50% chance.
No, you don't have a 50% chance because we don't even know what's like inside.
I know, but like it could be one fate or the other.
Oh, do you choose the red pill or the blue pill?
They both look like brown pills.
Okay, cool. So are we opening at the same time, or is one of us opening first?
I think you should go first. Yeah. Why? I like the snap. The snap will be fine. Oh my god, there's so many crumbs. It just blew up. Oh my god, it's all over your shirt. Ah, god damn it. Ben, why do you do this? Why do you do this? You can't even explain why you like that. You're supposed to read it before you eat it.
I am.
That rhymed.
Okay, well, it's on the podcast, so you can write it down later.
All right, cool.
Nobody steal that.
All right, okay, by the time this podcast is out, I already took that line.
My fortune for today. Drumroll, please. Oh, that sounds cool.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah. It sounds like one of those like big, huge drums.
Hold on. Let me get an actual drum roll.
Okay, I'll wait.
We're also trying to get a soundboard on this, but for now. All right, cool. Ready?
Drum roll, please. My fortune for today says, great things happen outside of your comfort zone.
Oh, so we got to go get uncomfortable?
Yeah.
Well, let's hang out with Kyle. I mean, this is honestly is more for you than for me. Oh, you got nothing to say? Say something.
I wasn't really thinking of going that far.
Oh, okay. You don't want to get that uncomfortable.
But, I mean, yeah. I mean, it'll sit there.
It'll sit there.
It's just letting me know that if I go outside my comfort zone, great things will happen.
All right. So if you don't want anything great to happen, then you just stay here in your comfort zone. All right. My turn. Hey, it's my turn.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay, sorry.
I mean, it was much more crisp than yours, and it didn't blow up. Okay. Drum roll, please.
Is this the one?
Just choose one. There's a bunch of drum rolls. I don't know which one's the best.
Okay, choose. Do you want a green color one, or a white color one, a red color one, or
Try
blue?
the white color one.
Okay. Do you want 267 or 492?
What's that?
I don't know. There's just a number right by it.
It's probably the okay. It's probably the amount that was favored. Can I see? That one. No,
Okay.
Put it up. Yeah, do it.
All right. You have to do it. And then you have to be like, my fortune for today is
Fine.
if you want to. But
Okay.
I heard that.
I'll stick to the format.
All right, do it.
Then drum roll.
No, you have to be like
Fine. Okay. My fortune for today is dabbling in something new and different. The results will be most satisfactory.
So that like one crazy video that we had to do with the matches, that's gonna happen.
No, we have to dabble. Meaning we can't get serious with it. We just gotta like
have fun.
Dip our toe in it.
So I'm thinking like make a track.
We've already done that though.
Yeah, but I don't know where that file was. Actually, like I exported it.
Ben, what's wrong with you and files?
I used to have good relations with files.
Okay.
We'll have to re-record it. Yeah, me and Chet have a Migos type song.
We saw a video and then we mimicked it.
Yeah, but I messed up again. So we're gonna try to re-record that, but we have all the lyrics and the beat, so that'll be coming soon. And then our next project that we're like our little small teaser for, I'm only gonna say this once, is we're thinking of making a 2 Chainz type song. So stay tuned for that and our Migos song, which should be coming soon.
But honestly, due to our history, it's probably not coming soon.
Yeah, I mean, like, coming soon equals like many, many weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But just letting you all know what we're doing behind outside of school.
When we should be doing homework. Anyway. Let's see. Where are we at?
You know, I think it's time.
Is it time? The time has come.
The time has come.
It must end.
Yes. All right. So to all the listeners, this is a big spoiler review. Oh wait, I still have a cookie. I'll eat it later. This is we talked about a little bit in the beginning of this podcast episode, but we are going to now be discussing the movie Avengers ENDGAME. And so, to those who haven't seen it yet, we are recommending that you sadly have to end the podcast here today. Yeah, right, Chant? I think that we're going to do this the whole episode.
Yeah, we're basically going to discuss it.
I mean, yeah. If we happen to like talk about something else at the later, we'll have an intro that would have said to skip to this time on the podcast. But anyways, this is now your chance to, if you haven't seen it already, to pause and
go watch
and then come back, because we'll be waiting right here for you. You know, we're always here for y'all, and so we'll give you some time to think about if you want to pause or not. If you remember, because this is big. They told everyone online, don't spoil it. So we're doing our part, and we're trying to like not spoil it for those. But if you have watched it, then please continue watching with us, or listening with us.
Yes. All right. So this is your spoiler alert. All right. And now for the singings of Ben Beck. You got a couple seconds before we start. Ben, the stage is yours.
Na 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 na.
All right. That was beautiful.
Thanks. I didn't really warm up my vocals.
And now for the topic, Avengers.
Oh my god.
All right, let's do this.
Wow. That was great.
Right? I'm telling you, this sound stuff, like, we got to get that more high quality because that sucked.
Dude, I'm telling you, we just got to find some good sounds, put it on that soundboard over there.
Mm-hmm.
E-Dub's got that soundboard ready for us. So, all right. So, if you have not clicked away, that means...
You like spoilers. And you're a sadist.
Or... You already watched it.
Oh, you tripped and fell as you tried to pause the thing when you were like, so you were like, oh shit, they're gonna talk about it. So you run, but you have socks on and you just like mop the floor and it kind of like slippery. So you fell.
Or
what?
You watched the movie already. God damn. What? Well, I was just thinking that you were going to say, oh, you watched the movie already, but that works too. I mean, if you slipped, then I hope you're okay. Better call 911.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm sure of it. Maybe you chipped a tooth, but you're fine.
Just put some ice on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, today's date, as of recording this, is Saturday, April 27th. And the day the movie came out was what, the 25th?
Yeah, it was on Thursday.
25th. And we watched it last night at friggin' 10:30 p.m. And so we got home at like 2 a.m. But anyways, besides that,
boys and girls, this movie is 3 hours long.
It's cray.
Yeah, we got out like in the AMs.
Yeah. So if you're gonna watch it and you don't like staying up late, go watch it like 3 hours before your bedtime because you'll be spot on.
Yeah. Okay. So this movie picks up where the last one left off.
Yep. No, wait. Like, okay, if we start from the very beginning, we catch a glimpse of Hawkeye with his fam, and he's having a little picnic. And that part, like, kind of like...
It was nice.
Well, I was like, there's commercials, and usually they're like...
It started very suddenly.
Turn off phones, or like, the movie's now about to begin. Like, they had those, like, stuff going on in the theater.
Didn't have that, did they?
No, they didn't.
Excellent.
They just, like, jumped in, and then it was like, oh... I was like, is this another movie? But no, it was the Avengers movie.
Yeah, it started very abruptly.
And then that was like a few seconds right before he snapped his fingers. So, and then his family disappeared, which was sad. And then and then it just went into the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what happened after that?
Well, there was a title sequence. And it went yeah. Oh, wait, I don't think it did that.
Didn't?
It like played some other music, and then I forgot what happens next. What happened? I literally just watched it last night.
We gotta go watch it again.
Okay, wait. Would you watch it again?
Yeah, I think I would. But if I'm saying now, if you didn't watch like the previous movie, I wouldn't watch it because you have no like investment within that. Yeah. So it's just like nothing to you.
It kind of helps if you like have watched most of them.
Most of them, and
or like
minimum the previous one.
Yeah,
because then you know that like there's this purple dude named Thanos who is like really bulky and like, you know, he's like, yeah, like everything for the greater good. And like, yeah, if it means saving like everyone, I'll sacrifice someone. And he's like, I am inevitable.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
But yeah, the movie like starts and then we get into like, actually, it's like, I think it's set in on like the world and how it is doing.
Yeah, there were like, it's like right after like sometime after the snap thing, and everybody's like really, really sad. And then is it Black Widow, Captain America, Thor, and who else? Is there anyone else?
No. Oh, I remember.
Right?
Wait, can I interrupt?
Sure, I mean, go for it.
So I remember now. It hit me because when you're like naming out the characters, it was we go to space and Tony. We see Tony playing. What is this? The football. the paper football.
Yeah,
with
paper
Nebula.
football with the little triangle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't know if I told you, but like when I saw them playing that, and then like Nebula was like getting furious, she's like, ugh, and then Tony's just like, come on, you can do it. Like it reminded me of how Kyle and Jack like talk with each other, because Kyle would just like be joking, and then Jackie can be like serious sometimes, but Kyle's just still like joking around.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I thought of. That's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw that. And so that happened, and then all of a sudden, which didn't make sense. Actually, it was coincidence. Like one in a million chance that it would happen. It was Captain Marvel shows up, and she's like, "Hello, I'm gonna help you get home."
Yeah, and they're like, "Where you been at?" It's like, doing my thing.
And then Tony has his mental breakdown.
Yeah, because Captain Marvel found Tony and Nebula inside of the Guardians of the Galaxy spaceship, which had been like basically shot, like destroyed, and they couldn't move, and he was there for like 22 days. And you were telling me how like you thought it was really impressive how they made like Tony look, like the actor Robert Downey Jr. looked so like skinny and like frail.
You can see, like,
I know, like
see him,
like his face. I wonder if they would like use a Snapchat filter.
Do they have people at Snapchat?
Yeah, do they have like
they're just like, we need you to like make Tony Stark look skinny. Yeah,
because like nowadays, it'd probably work out.
All that CGI.
Yeah, and it was so cool. What other things surprised you about the movie?
Okay, so they went back in time, right?
Yeah, they time traveled. It became like a time traveling movie.
I know, but like, I watched only one video about what Endgame could be about, and it talked about the theory that they could time travel. They might like use Ant-Man's quantum realm to go back in time and stuff. And then I was like, oh, I watched that, and I was like, I'm not watching anything else. But then they actually time travel, so I was like, oh, I already know what's going to happen. They're going to go back, grab all the stones, they're going to obviously win. But then I guess like I didn't really counter that Captain America would do his thing and just like live his life, and then Tony would like sacrifice his life. Like he would die and to save the greater good.
That was so crazy. But then again, they foreshadowed it so much,
I guess.
Like, first off, they foreshadowed it in the sense that he was in his spaceship and like it was 22 days, and really everybody was like, unless you saw Captain Marvel or like you anticipate Captain Marvel showing up somehow, like honestly, like who the fuck was gonna save them?
Yeah, he was like screwed.
Right. Because he was doing the little like messages thing. Like he was like, oh yeah, if you find this, I don't know if you'll find this, but
Dude, he was a vlogger.
He was a vlogger. So they foreshadowed it there. And then when they were back doing the heist, like, because I saw a video on this, like how they were foreshadowing this. How we're doing the heist of getting all the stones from the previous time frames, and when they were gonna go get the one from Asgard, the little cube
Tesseract.
One, yeah, the Tesseract. Yeah, so in that part, like one of the past Tony had like the briefcase, and they were like, oh, some of the government agents like, oh, give me that briefcase. But then Ant-Man and the future Tony were like in the background, and future Tony was in like a little like police suit, whatever. And then Ant-Man is on like past Tony, and he goes into his like little chip, because this is when like he still had his little like arc reactor. Yes, because that's back when he still had it implanted in him. And basically pulls a resistor and gives like Tony a kind of like a heart palpitation or something, and just he falls down as a distraction. But that foreshadows the fact that he was gonna eventually like he was so close to dying so many times in this movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I feel like that's like with so many signs that like eventually like he wasn't gonna come back.
And then Thor's like, let me help you. He like zaps him.
Oh yeah, like I don't know if this will work, but he takes his hammer and like puts it against his chest and then taps the other side and it goes, and then it's like, oh, I'm better.
And he's just like, yeah, it worked.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, two of my favorite parts about this movie: Thick Thor and Smart Hulk.
You know what Kyle told me?
What?
Last night he was like, yeah, Chente really liked the fat Thor and like the Hulk, and he's like, he said that you like the weird stuff, so that's why you like the movie, because it was so weird.
It was. That's why I liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like, so before there's a time skip of 5 years within this movie, but prior to that time skip, the people that I had named previously assembled together, found Thanos because they could detect where like gamma ray radiation comes when
like
you snap.
same energy signature. Because Earth was ground zero.
Yeah, so they found the same energy signature, and then found Thanos with his in some kind of planet called the Garden, I think.
Mm.
And we're like, because apparently what Thanos does when he's done killing half the people in the universe is find a planet where he can go grow his vegetables. Dude had a green thumb.
He could just been there in the first place. Why do you have to go out like?
Because he has this philosophy of, you know, because
he's like,
because
God.
Yeah, if you remember, he was like, his planet was like being like overpopulated or something, and resources were lacking, and his suggestion was that we would like randomly select people to, you know, die, but he didn't go ahead and do that, so he regretted it, right? And then he ended up getting this like really like hardcore philosophy that you must like do something so that people can like serve or like live, not people but like living entities can live like happily, I guess, and no matter the cost, I guess. I was also watching a video on the philosophies of like both of the kind of groups, whereas like Thanos is like, oh yeah, sacrifice for the greater good, whereas like the Avengers are like, we will not sacrifice someone's life for the greater good. So they're like, if somebody has to die, then even though if it's for the greater good, we won't do it. Yeah. Okay. So prior to that time skip, they were like, oh, we found Thanos, but Thanos had like used the stones to destroy the stones, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was all beaten up. Anyway. So like, because he had destroyed the stones in that timeline, there was no other way of getting them back. So basically, the Avengers that had tried finding him to get the stones to bring everybody else back, basically couldn't do that. So they basically ended up like slicing his head off, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, they basically went back home as like failing like failures, and it really hit Thor the most. Mm-hmm. So what he did within those 5 years is he created a new town called New Asgard, which is like this fishing town. And it's kind of like a little rundown, and it's everybody from half of the people from Asgard that survived are in this town. And he really doesn't get out of his house except for his kegs of beer. So within this time, he's drank a lot of beer, and he's got really fat. His hair looks like he has dreads, and he's got a thick beard, and it's hilarious. He was the funniest part. It's like he still has Thor confidence, right? Like that chiseled body, I got abs confidence, but he's like in a different body.
It's like a new Thor.
Yeah. But yeah, and then Smart Hulk. So within that time, Bruce Banner and the Hulk kind of like work things out, and Bruce Banner changed his mentality on what the Hulk was, and now he can like, he's basically like Hulk body, but like, you know, Bruce personality. Mm-hmm. And he's like, he's famous with the kids, and some kids come up to him at a diner when he's with Ant-Man and Tony, and he was like, these little kids were like, oh, can we have a picture? And he's like, yeah, sure. Say green. And they have a picture with Hulk. Mm-hmm. Fuck, this is so funny. Like, It was weird. It was 100% weird. They get the things. I don't know where the Fat Thor came from, but I'm pretty sure because Professor Hulk is a thing in the comics.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
I don't know. It might just have been just like they just want to show that it hit Lord that hard that he just like had to hide and like distract himself.
Yeah, it really hit him hard.
You know, and then I was sitting next to Connor in the movie, and I was like, you know, like when they were fighting Thanos, I was like, maybe Thor will like get like fit all of a sudden. Maybe it was just like an act. Maybe he can like shred it all off with like lightning or something.
I mean, the lightning did braid his beard.
But then I was just like waiting for him to get fit again, because that's what I wanted to see. But no, he's just like in his armor, but then he still has like the belly,
the gut,
and then he's like with his Stormbreaker and the hammer, and in both hands he's just like walking towards Thanos, like love him.
Yeah, it's like. Whoosh, whoosh. I really like the axe. Like when he got the axe last movie, I was like, yeah, this is a way better weapon. I like that one.
Yeah, but I think my favorite part, or like one of my favorite parts was when it was like 3 against 1 against Thanos with Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor, and then like all of a sudden you just like see the hammer move, and it's not Thor, and then it's Captain America holds the freaking hammer in his hand. I was like, what the fuck?
The chosen. Worthy.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, right?
Yeah. I mean, they kind of teased that in Ultron. But then he was holding it, and then he like throws it at Thanos, and then he uses his shield as like a bouncer, and then like bounces it back and stuff. And I was like, what?
Yeah. That was sick, yeah. He just like throwing the hammer and then bouncing everything back to himself, and boom, 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 boom.
It was crazy.
Yeah, he was like owning him until he got cut.
Yeah, until like he like his shield got broken.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
too.
What? I thought this was supposed to be like the strongest metal. Like Thanos' like blade thingy was like just smacking him. And I also thought that Captain America was gonna die like during that battle.
You thought he was gonna die?
Yeah, because like he honestly, Thanos could have just walked up and just went like when he was on the ground.
Yeah,
but no, he just kind of stood there. He's like, oh, he like gave his little spiel. He's like, oh, I'm gonna like make it better next time because I'm gonna avoid what I did and stuff. And then like right then there, the king of Wakanda came.
Yeah, was that one of your favorite parts?
Yeah, when like Sam was in his headset and he's just like, Cap, on your right.
On your right.
And then he like looks over, and then you see like a bright like orange circle, and then like light, and they come back. Dude, it was kind of like it symbolized because of the bright light. It symbolized like they came back from the dead.
That's what you saw it as?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it at all like that.
Because it was like a bright light, and so they like came back. They all came back to the portals. Yeah. And then he just comes through, like, he's just, like, walking in, and he has the Black Panther suit on. I was like, oh, the king has returned. Wakanda forever.
Yeah, that was awesome. Spider-Man came back in his suit. Yeah. And it was interesting because to them it was, like, only a couple seconds, but it had been 5 years. Yeah. And then his suit has like auto kill mode or insta kill mode. Yeah. And he just has like the arms that come out of his back, and he's just like poking the enemies in the face.
And then he's holding on to the gauntlet. Yeah. Dude, that part was like, I think that part they made it so that like Spider-Man could have like a little moment to shine, and they gave it to Black Panther so he could like have his moment to shine. And then they gave it to, who was it? To Spider-Man again, but then Captain Marvel came, and then like the Girl Squad formed. Okay, what were your thoughts about that moment? The Girl Squad? Yeah. Dude, I was like, I was just like, girl power, yeah! But like, what didn't make sense was, why was Pepper there? What do you mean, why was Pepper there? In her blue suit. Yeah, like, why? Why what? Why was she there? She like is gone for like the first like movie, and then she like shows up like for the movie just because he built her a blue suit.
No, I think she's had that. Hasn't she?
No, he built it.
Oh,
he was like building. Remember, because he was like looking for his daughter.
Yeah.
And then his daughter comes out with the mask on. And he's like, oh no, I'm making this for your mom.
No, he said like, that's okay, honey. Your mother never wears anything I buy her. I don't understand what's wrong with Pepper being there.
There's nothing wrong with it. I was just like,
why is she there?
Yeah, like,
well, because she has a suit.
So she's like, oh, I'm gonna joke. Like,
well, it's like epic battle.
Did she get like a message from like the guys who like came back from the dead? They're like, oh, yo, we're back. We need your help. Want to come? And then she's like, all right, kid. Like she tells her daughter, like, all right, I'll be back. I'm gonna go help your dad. And then the kid just stays.
Yeah, who's taking care of the kid?
Oh wait, I bet it was Happy.
It was probably Happy.
Yeah.
Well, like it's probably she wanted to be part of like this epic moment of the final battle,
or she wanted to like support.
Yeah,
because like.
Because like what?
She's gonna say like he's gonna stay. Tony's gonna stay and fight, and she's tried like multiple times.
Yeah, and this is like an army epic battle kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, but also I didn't understand why they had to keep using like. There's nothing wrong with it, but why they keep using the Wakandan army? Like, why couldn't they get like other armies to join in with them?
Like what?
Like the U.S. military or something.
Oh yeah, the U.S. military doesn't show up very often at all.
But I guess the Wakandan army is stronger because they got vibranium.
Yeah. Even though they are like hand weapons.
Ibombe. Ibombe. I really wanted him to be like cross his arms and be like, Wakanda forever.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Yeah, that happened in the first one though.
Yeah.
I loved it. He's like, Ibombe. What do you think Ibombe means?
We can look it up.
Right now?
Yeah. I want to talk about like that girl moment. It felt really, really forced. I'm not gonna lie. Like, they could have done it in a much more like natural way, but it was like Captain Marvel could have totally just blasted through the field by herself.
Yeah.
And just got in the gauntlet to Ant-Man in his crappy van. What'd they call the van? I forgot.
The van?
The van.
I forgot.
Yeah. Anyway, they were trying to get the gauntlet to the van so they could take the stones back to their proper times or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it ended up that like that's when the Girl Squad formed.
Yeah.
And I was like,
because Peter Parker was like, oh, how are you going to get through all that? And then
they all walk in suddenly from like
Wakandan girl.
Yeah, I
forgot her name, but she's like, don't worry.
Yeah.
She has us. And then they all like come out and I'm like, whoa, girl power!
Yeah. I feel like, Captain Marvel could have done it by herself.
They probably like, it kind of reminded me of just like kind of forcing it in like Captain Marvel.
Exactly.
But
I hate when things are forced. Yeah. Like it could have done, like they could have found out a better way to do it naturally, for sure.
I bet what would have been better was like when she's going, as she's going through in the back.
Yeah, they see each of them. Yeah,
each one just like fighting might have been better. But
yeah, because like all of a sudden they're all the girls in this entire battlefield squad up instead of like fighting.
Yeah.
So it's just like, really? But I guess, yeah.
I'm still looking it up.
Ibombe.
It's actually Yibombe.
Yibombe?
There's a Y.
Yibombe.
I'm trying to figure it out. Let's see.
Do you know what language they speak in Wakanda?
It says spoken Wakandan is in reality, I might be pronouncing this wrong, Ishkosa. ISIXOHSA.
You see, yeah, I don't know how to say that. You see, Hosa, a Bantu language that is one of the 11 official languages of South Africa and one of the 16 languages in Zimbabwe. Depending upon which translation you use, Yibombe is either standalone word or part of a couple of phrases, which include Yibombe, I'm not going to make a sende. I'm not good at that. And means hold off or hold fast. With the Wakandan forces standing ready for the battle in the new footage, it makes sense that T'Challa would have them hold fast In English, hold fast is attributed to an old nautical term that means to hold tight to a ship's rigging. The phrase has come to refer to the idea of hanging on even in the face of adversity, to be determined and steady fast. With Thanos and his forces threatening not just the world, but the universe, too, being determined is extremely important. So it means like be determined. Hold strong. Y bombe.
You bombe. You bombe. I want to find it now and just play it.
Why?
You bombe. You bombe. You bombe. Oh, there's an ad. I'll have to wait for the ad. But yeah, like literally when they came back, I was literally in my seat. I was just mind blown. I was just like, oh my gosh, they're actually gonna do this like huge fight.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the beginning of the movie was actually just a lot of like reminiscing and like.
Wait, I had to wait until. I had to skip. Where's the? I think we're almost there. Oh. This is from the first episode. The first episode?
Episode?
What the hell?
That was it.
No, and then these guys say like the phrase.
He did.
No, he's gonna be like, Wakanda forever. I skipped. Oh no, I skipped too much. Here he goes.
Wakanda forever!
To be honest, the first time I watched Black Panther, I didn't like really like get it. Like, I thought it was like hyped.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like it was good, but it was hyped. So then I was just like watching it. I was just like, this just feels the same as like all the other movies. Just like, it's really nice that we got a all black cast and all. But then I watched it a second time, and I was like, yo, this is actually like really, really good. And so then I was always like, Wakanda forever. Yeah. Was Thor your favorite character, or do you have like a favorite
in this movie or in general?
In the whole series?
I don't think I have a favorite, but I just keep thinking about Fat Thor, and I'm like, genius. I'm like, whoever did this, give them a raise. I don't know why. It just.
Do you think when they make the toys for the movie?
Oh, they make Fat Thor?
Do you think that's a thing?
I hope.
They probably have the toys out
already.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check. You keep the conversation going.
Because I feel like that'd be like a collector's item or something.
Yeah, with his like little braided beard.
With like Stormbreaker and
yeah,
I keep forgetting.
Mjolnir or something?
Yeah,
Mjolnir
in his hand.
Yeah,
that'd be crazy. Also, I thought it was very interesting. Actually, it wasn't surprising, but like when when Bruce goes to meet the Sorcerer Supreme. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Like, she already knew because she holds the time stone. She's like, oh, Strange isn't with us for another 5 years. I thought it was like funny. She's like, during the attack on New York, she's just like, yeah, Strange is like down the block. He's doing surgery right now. Thanks, Chen.
Oh, I'm just trying to see if they actually have a figure of Fat Thor. They have Fat Hulk.
They have Fat Hulk?
But it's not like official.
What the heck?
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's a real thing. Yeah, I don't think they'll do it. Honestly, they fucking featured Fortnite
Dude, okay, sponsors in that video. So much.
Video or movie?
Oh, movie, my bad. I'm just, because we were just watching that video.
Right.
But, okay, first, you have the first scene of, like, there's kind of scrolling over New York, I think.
Yeah.
And they have, they show Citi Field. I'm like, that's probably a brand sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have the Audis.
Audi. Audis.
Yeah, they have like...
Is it Audis or is it Audis? I'm pretty sure it's Audis.
I've always said Audi.
I'm pretty Audi.
But they have the SUV that they come in to see Tony about time traveling.
Yeah. Which
was a pretty cool car.
Yeah.
And then they have the e-tron car, whatever.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so funny because like they were like trying to do time travel, and then Captain America's just like frustrated. He's just outside. He's like, and then you just hear on the outside, you're just like, and then he like comes in, and then he's just like, "What's up?"
Yeah. If it wasn't for the rat inside of the van, then we would have never gotten Ant-Man back.
Was it a rat or a mouse?
It was a rat.
Because if it was a mouse, then Disney had that little like,
the little touch.
Had Mickey Mouse come in.
You know, they missed a really good like cameo or little Easter egg. It was like, ooh, it was a mouse, not a rat, because mouse is Disney. But no, it was a rat. I've seen rats around here on the streets now during the spring. Yes, like late at night, they're out feeding.
Oh,
yeah. So I've seen a couple.
Yeah, but without that, rat's the true hero.
Yeah, it is. Like honestly, because I flipped the switch and perfectly everything, and then he was able to get out of the, what was it called?
The van.
Yeah, no,
Quantum realm.
Yeah, the quantum realm.
I just flipped the switch.
Flip.
Yeah, and then he drives the van over.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know how long that time span was, though.
What?
Like, so 5 years pass, and then they're all like kind of like just trying to live on with their life.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of people like in the movie were like devastated still, even after 5 years.
Oh, you know, when they were in that little circle, apparently the guy that Captain America was talking to, the guy that was sharing his like dating story,
yeah,
that was one of the directors. For
a second, I thought it was Bruce Banner.
Oh, no.
And then Marco pointed that out. I'm like, I don't think so. But it was. You're right.
Kyle told me, I think. He saw one of the videos. He was watching so many videos last night about just Endgame. Yeah. But...
who died? Let's tally the people up who died.
Starting from Infinity War?
Mm-hmm.
Vision
died.
Well... Natasha, aka Black Widow. Tony. Who else?
That means there's no more Iron Man movies, right?
Yeah.
Do you think his little girl would ever become like him?
No, they also had announced that what's her name? The one who plays Pepper. Mm-hmm. She's not gonna come out anymore. They had announced that.
How come? She just doesn't want to do it. Or like,
I think the contract's up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think like for a lot of the people, their contracts are up. So then like that's why they killed off Iron Man, and Captain America is gonna like just live on.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because Captain America's old as hell now.
Yeah, he's like 100 something.
No, 100 plus. That's way more. Yeah, he's super super old.
Yeah,
and Hawkeye? No, not Hawkeye. What's his name? His superhero name. He's gonna be the new
Sam.
Yeah, Sam. What's his superhero name?
He's supposed to be the Falcon.
Yeah, he's the new Captain America. So you think he's the next like Captain America movie will have him in it?
Maybe.
What do you think the suit will look like? Like, does he give up his wings for a shield?
Well, like the suit from the comics isn't really the.
And then does that mean the there's a new America's ass.
I honestly don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
Okay, but look, this is the comic.
Mm-hmm. That's Captain America, but we're like...
No, he's got the wings. Look.
Oh, like an eagle.
He's the new eagle.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. But he's supposed to have like this red like suit. But no.
Oh, like 2 version suits? And like the thing now is like Tony died, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like super, super smart. Like, who can match that?
Bruce Banner?
No, because you saw that when Tony refused, like, yeah, I'm not helping you with Time Machine because, like, you know, I got a good thing, you know. I got this daughter. I got this house. I got this wife. It's all peaceful now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to lose this. And, like, he was like, all right. And then they left and they were like, okay, Bruce, can you help us? And like, I don't really know. But let's try. So
yeah,
when they tried,
it wasn't in his field.
It wasn't in his field of expertise.
Doesn't he have like...
But what is Tony's field of expertise?
Tech. I don't know. He's supposed to be like he knows a lot.
Yeah, all encompassing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Super smart.
He's like the centerpiece.
Right? What's his degree in? Where did he get his credentials?
Let's look it up.
Right? Because like when Bruce tried to do it, what they ended up doing was when they send Ant-Man trying to send Ant-Man back to the future, they ended up aging him. They ended up making him a baby. They ended up making him a teenager.
They made him into an old man.
Yeah.
Oh, so he apparently, according to the comics,
mm-hmm.
he entered MIT at the age of 15 to study engineering and later received master's degrees in engineering and physics. Oh, so if
what engineering?
That doesn't really say, but if it says master's in physics, so isn't that what he used for time travel? Or no?
Yeah, that would make more sense for the physics part. But I'm kind of surprised he didn't get like a PhD or anything.
It doesn't really say. It just says like enters MIT. Boy genius. Doesn't really say.
That means there's no more like I've always wanted a Black Widow movie.
So we're gonna have it.
Oh, they're still gonna have it, but that
it'll probably have to
can't be in the future, right?
Yeah, it'll probably have to be a prequel, or I saw a video and they're talking about using the Disney streaming service.
Yeah,
Disney's trying to make more money.
Yeah, but they should have done it sooner.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Wait, then why did they have a picture of Vision in for the Endgame?
Really?
If he never showed up in the movie.
I mean, he is the stone, right?
Yeah. No, well, he's not the stone anymore. Or, yeah, he's the Mind Stone.
Right. I don't know. Vision. Yeah. You have your list. What else you got on your list?
Oh, yeah. I have a list. How long has this been?
We're at the 49 mark, so we can end it pretty soon. 8 minutes.
Let's see. I thought, did you like the way that they kind of killed off Tony and Captain America, though?
They didn't necessarily kill Captain America off. He was just like...
But he can't really do anything anymore.
He can't. No, he's old.
Yes, that means you're going to end him.
I mean, he's done, yeah, for sure. And then, are they going to make a Bucky movie?
That might be Disney streaming.
Yeah.
Like those little small...
side stories.
Yeah. Because they're having one for Loki.
Because I want more Fat Thor.
Oh my god.
They're having one for Loki? Really? Is he still... Yeah, he's not dead, right?
He came back now.
Okay, cool.
Oh, he should have, because that all happened. The finger snap. Yeah, but overall, what were your thoughts for the whole movie?
It was satisfactory.
Yeah.
It ended like stuff, and it was closure, definitely. And people like closure for the most part.
It felt like more of a movie, like not to be in the story, just like to be more of like, oh, we're gonna be closing this now, and so we're just dedicating it to the fans, and so that's why they have the, like, when they're doing time travel, they bring it back to certain like parts of the like whole series.
Yep.
That's why and then they add like little Easter eggs, like bringing out Tony's dad and like
seeing the captain's girlfriend or something like that.
Yeah, so it did its job, but
that winding down, like you were like fucking cliffhanger, like everybody dies, like, and then this is just like a nice like linear.
I wanted Thanos to say something before he died, because he kind of just looked around and then he just
he's like, fuck, I lost, so he sat down.
Like he's just like, he's in defeat and he's like, oh, and so this is the end.
He just sits down
and he's just like, oh, okay, I'll just like sit, and then he's just like, and he just floats away.
Yeah, he's not like in the sense that he's a sore loser, right? He's just like Faith, and Faith did not choose him.
He was inevitable.
Yeah, it was inevitable.
Yep. But yeah,
it's good. What about you? What did you think?
I thought it just hit.
Did it hit the spot?
It just did its job.
Did its job hard.
Yeah, because I guess after Ant-Man came back and he went to Tony, he's like, oh, we should use the quantum realm to navigate through time. I'm like, I can see where this is going. And then the only thing that surprised me... Would you watch it again? Like on Netflix or DVD or like when it's out.
I don't think it would be
I don't think it's something to go back to theater to watch.
No, this even if you're gonna watch it on DVD, you gotta watch the one before that. Right?
Do you think they'll like? I bet you they're gonna start selling like the whole set.
Yeah, they're gonna resell the first movie with the second movie.
No, like literally the whole set. They're gonna order it for you, like Iron Man and like all that, like how they repackage Star Wars stuff in movies.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And they're gonna go from like the first Iron Man all the way to Endgame. That's gonna be one thick box.
Yeah. How many movies is that?
Over 20.
I thought it was in the teens, but yeah. Still, how much would that be?
I bet you'd be like in the 50s or 60s.
Do you think they would be like, not like a Founders Edition, but like exclusive edition where you have like
Heroes Edition?
Yeah, Heroes Edition.
Disney, if you're listening to this, we claimed it first. So screw you.
Oh no, Ben.
Why?
We want sponsors.
Oh, I mean, we can share ideas. Scratch what I said earlier. Sharing ideas is a possibility.
It's a possibility?
It's an option.
Man, you screwed that up. Disney's never gonna work with us.
No, they're gonna. Well, maybe one day.
Yeah. How are we supposed to get our own show? Honestly, we're actually more of an HBO kind of show.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like we're more HBO. What network TV would you like to be on?
I don't watch a lot of TV, so I don't know which networks would be fun to be on.
HBO.
ESPN.
We'll take up the Game of Thrones slot since it's ending.
Dang, I bet they're just gonna put something more popular.
Like what?
Us.
It's either like, well, I guess we'll take. I mean, John Oliver goes on it, and he's kind of cool. Or would we rather be like a Netflix special, like a Netflix show.
I'd rather be like a Netflix special.
You would?
Or like something exclusive.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, I guess Netflix.
Mhm.
Or a Netflix original. Netflix.
Or YouTube original.
Oh, we could do YouTube originals.
Yeah.
All right, YouTube, Netflix. If you're listening, you know,
Mhm.
we can talk.
Yeah.
Probably get something going.
You.
All right. Well, it looks like we're at the end
For today, sadly.
Yeah. We'll be next time. So
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for listening. If you guys have anything that you think we should talk about, you can start to, put them in the comments, I guess. You can or if you like stuff we do, you can also put that in the comments.
Mhm.
You gotta let us know what you like and don't like, and we'll
Also, if you have like some foods you suggest, we can try anything new
in the Seattle area
or just in general.
or elsewhere.
We like snacks.
Because we might go on the road over summer.
Mhm.
So send in those lists and we'll take them down, put them in our spreadsheets. I think. Yeah, don't forget to follow us on our social media, which will be all linked down below. If you want, you can check out our website at
Sliceof.surge.sh.
Yep. So yeah,
We'll have a guest next week, right?
I'm hoping so.
All right, next time
Surprise,
on Slice Of,
because we don't know who's gonna be available. So
we'll have a guest.
just know we're gonna do our best
to have a guest.
to get a guest. Be our guest. Be our guest.
Oh, we should make a jingle.
Yeah. Anyways, we are now signing off.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
For all those moms out there.
Yeah.